During the More to Move You sales event at Team Mazda, you can get 0% financing for 72 months on a new Mazda CX-50 or get $2,000 customer cash on a new Mazda CX-5. You choose your vehicle and the savings are yours at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda.
Johnny, how was the Red Kettle campaign?
I gotta tell you, people in Baton Rouge dig deep and they come out.
Yeah.
We had people that really couldn't afford Christmas for themselves putting $1 and $2 in that bucket yesterday.
Hands up.
It's beautiful.
Red Kettle campaign, and the entire time I was at Walmart yesterday on College, Donna Britt. Of
course.
Just like Miss Carolyn, who sung with you live in the 9 o'clock hour.
I can't
she
sing.
Came
She
up
can
organically,
sing.
yeah.
But she sang with Donna.
Yeah.
That story,
See?
man, that just...
The
If you haven't
magic
seen
of
that,
Donna
go back
Britt.
to, where is that at?
Well, Alfie was with you at the College Walmart,
Yeah, his
right?
name was Doug. He was a sergeant. We love you, Doug.
Where is this
Live in the control room, got to be. This is so meta.
Oh, that is.
Watch the delay.
Pushing a button.
I love the delay.
Pushing the buttons. Alfie's
Oh,
so
my
mischievous.
heavens.
Look at that.
Is that
Bobby
wait a minute.
May.
So it looks like a human's operating.
Hey,
Hey,
Bobby.
Bobby!
And then again, Bobby may not. I don't know.
Look at
Kirsten. That's our
the
little
producer of our show,
Kirsten.
9 News this
She's
morning.
smiling. She was screaming at me earlier. I didn't make her that mad,
Do you think
apparently.
Alfie has them under hostage and is forcing them to play nicely?
I think so.
Probably.
I think
It's
so.
like a sports bar in there. Look at all
Look
those
at that
monitors.
That is
machine
pretty-
right there.
That's a lot of buttons
they
for
won't
Alfie
let
to-
me get near it. Look, they put a cover
don't.
over
No,
it.
they don't.
When I start to go in there, they put that cover on that
Well,
thing.
there's an alarm system. You got a tag on you. You just don't know it.
And that guy's watching, too.
And she's got a friend over there, the Homer
It's
Simpson.
beginning to
That's
look
Yes,
right.
she does.
Like
You think that board's about to light up like a Christmas tree, just like Elf in that elevator, and he starts pushing all the buttons.
Oh my
Don't
God.
do it, Elfie.
Oh my
Don't
God.
do it.
Every
did
time I
know.
watch that part, I think I would kill him.
Someone's
for
going
that.
to get hurt.
I had an adult beverage or 3 on a cruise ship and
yes.
pushed all 17 buttons one time, and I was kicked off at the very next floor. I swear, that's
I thought you were
true
going to say the very
story.
next port.
Yes.
Are there,
I was thinking
are there
that too.
17 floors?
On that ship
On
there
some
were.
of them, yeah.
Well, definitely.
Really?
Right,
And
exactly.
they made him get off on 3
crazy?
and climb all the way to 17.
And then they tried to throw him off 17.
I got on like 4 or 5, and
Yeah.
I started pushing them all.
Why are you that
at
person?
6, they pushed me out. They went, "Go, bye,
yeah,
boy."
yeah, why did you do
Why
that?
are you that person?
I was at a cocktail.
Or 17.
Trying to get everyone into
Yes,
the
please.
Christmas spirit.
Well, if we look hard in Jared's shot here, do we see a cruise ship way off in the distance?
We see,
No,
we see an oil rig.
You see a derrick, you sure do.
yeah,
on the back.
oil rig, cruise ship. They're both
Same
equally
kind of
fun,
thing.
right?
Yeah, very much. Same thing. Well, take us there. Take us outside. Take us to our forecast. How are we doing?
Not too bad. We've had a couple areas of fog, but as Johnny showed us all morning, wasn't really down to the
Yeah.
windshield, so that's helpful out there. Grand Isle, this is a beautiful shot, very zen-like. Get out there and enjoy. They're not really dealing with much in the way of fog, courtesy of Gulf Coast Sports and Entertainment Network. Okay, as for temperatures, we're expected to be warm for today, 65. That's what we topped off yesterday. Actually very close to where we should be this time of year. So earlier in the morning, what the National Weather Service did is they scaled down and scaled back the fog advisory. It's still in effect until 9 a.m. And even though it's not in the eastern parts of the viewing area, the eastern parishes, still we're seeing visibility down. BTR still reporting a 1/4 mile, which technically speaking, that would constitute dense fog. Meanwhile, coming up this Sunday, this is going to be the beginning, the official beginning of winter, because it's just a technicality. We have felt like winter for quite some time. The shortest amount of daylight, the longest night in the northern hemisphere, that's going to be this upcoming Sunday. And also, it's going to be a pretty good holiday forecast. Christmas Eve and Christmas Day right now look like they're going to be on the dry side. Christmas Day is not going to look or feel like Christmas, but the weather's still going to cooperate. We'll have a mixture of sun and clouds throughout the day, and we're going to hit a high temperature in the mid-70s. So we actually have a bunch of days upcoming where we're going to hit highs in the 70s. Today's one of those. As for the radar, we're really not seeing that much. Matter of fact, a couple of those light showers that were coming from the Lafayette area actually have fallen apart before getting to Baton Rouge. So again, you could bring the rain gear just to be on the safe side. There's a slightly better chance of rain later in the day when we get close to the cold front, which, by the way, that cold front is still about 100 miles back out towards our west. Meanwhile, let's use the HRRR to put some timing to it. And by the way, it shows that after the fog burns off, we'll actually get a little bit of sunshine mixed in with the clouds today. As for the cold front itself, it looks like it's going to arrive very late in the afternoon, going into the early evening hours. So right when we get to about 7 p.m., that's when the front's going to be on our doorstep, but it's going to quickly sweep out everything. By the time we get to 10:30, that's it. The front's out of here. Any and all rain comes to an end, and whatever rain we get is bound to be light. There you can see we're only expecting generally a trace to less than a quarter of an inch of rain. So not a big rainmaker there. 77 degrees for today with a 30% chance. Otherwise, we'll call it partly sunny. For tonight, the front's going to move through early. So like I said, we'll dead end that chance of rain early. By the time we get to 10 p.m., that's done. But we're going to cool down very quickly. I really want to emphasize this. Now, again, 44, that doesn't sound bad to us, right? Because we were in the 20s a few days ago. But appreciate the fact that we're going to hit 77 and then drop about 33 degrees to get to 44. And that's going to happen super fast. So after it gets dark out tonight, I really think you're going to start to feel it cool down in a hurry. But look at this. Tomorrow is the only day with a high in the 60s. The rest of the 7-day forecast is actually going to be warmer than average. We're going to be living in the 70s. And again, Christmas Day looking warm too. 7:08 right now. Johnny A, for the most part, the fog hasn't been that problematic.
Not for people on the roads. It's not getting down to the windshield level like you had mentioned, but we are seeing a lot of fog in some areas, and you will drive into it and out of it just a little bit. We had no fog earlier this morning toward New Orleans. Now we have a little bit of fog. We'll check that coming up at about 7:25. Right now you still can't see the downtown buildings too much, but again, it's not down here at your car level, so it's not giving us much of a problem there. But we're definitely socked in this morning with a very low layer of fog, not all the way to the ground in most cases. Traffic this morning, Denham Springs to Baton Rouge, slowest between Pete's Highway and Range, then a little break tapping from O'Neill to Millerville, southbound on Scenic, US 61, a little southbound traffic right there as you make your way toward Southern's campus and that area. There's our fog overlay, and we will check that New Orleans run. I am seeing some fog on a couple of the Bonacary cameras, but not down to ground level. No advisories on the causeway, although Lake Pontchartrain, very light breeze, so that definitely has some fog on it. You're watching WAFB 9 News Now at 7. We'll do it again at 3:30 in the afternoon, 9 at night. Hit those likes, shares, and subscribe. We'll be right back.
It's 7:10 your time right now. Stepping you through a few things that pay attention to today. Something that actually happened last night, Liz. A fire in Ascension Parish, one that had every single volunteer fire department responding?
Yeah. 50 different firefighters responded to this last night. This is the scene. It's actually on Tom Williams Road in Galvez in Ascension Parish. The Santa Ma Volunteer Fire Department Fire Chief James LeBlanc sent us these photos of this massive scene. The call came in for this house fire at 5:19. Well, it took till about 10 o'clock for them to extinguish this fire. Matt, the awful news here. We're told 3 dogs were found dead in that home there. The homeowners were not home at the time, and we're told, as far as the fire crews know, there were no working smoke detectors.
Which is why they tell us all the time.
Yes.
Make sure that's working.
Yeah.
Something that's going on actually in less than 2 hours now. Southern University Board of Supervisors, they're getting together. They got a lot on the plate, including they're looking to name a interim system president to replace the outgoing.
That's it. Dennis Shields are looking to finalize the separation from him today. Also looking to approve the coaching contracts of the new head coach, Marshall Falk, raising that contract from $250,000 to $400,000. Look, the Bluff is going to be a busy day there because the J.S. Clark Administration Building is housing that meeting. Right. And then let's move to the mini dome there where graduation is underway today for folks who are getting their master's or their doctoral degrees. Look at all those Jags getting ready to graduate.
Come on now, congrats as you walk across the stage stage and get ready for that next stage of life. It ain't just the Bluff, LSU as well. So you got some Jaguars that are going to be turning over that tassel. Tigers as well. They got graduations beginning at like 8 o'clock this morning, so that means some of these things are already opened up at 7 o'clock this morning. Clear bag policy in place, right? So just make sure you know all that. You can check the website for all the different locations and times.
Perhaps you ride Cat's buses and get around town. There's actually a major detour that you need to know about. They shared this on Facebook, and here's the post. It's a rider alert, and due to construction, there's going to be no service on a major thoroughfare, Highland Road between South Boulevard and West Parker Boulevard. So think if you live around LSU's community, this is going to be that major part. Buses will use Nicholson Drive and Burbank instead of West Parker Boulevard, but that's kind of that cut through to connect you to campus.
Just a heads up if that's your route. Hey, did you see this? Baton Rouge General breaking ground today on a brand new campus. This is in Livingston Parish, Denham Springs.
Yeah.
It's right off the interstate. Liz, this is going to be 40,000 square feet of health space.
Fall of 2027. We're talking emergency services. We're talking urgent care, primary care services.
Sure,
They're trying to make it more accessible for folks in Livingston Parish to get the necessary medical care that they need.
So again, that's breaking ground today. Hopefully up and running by fall of 27, as you see. Hopefully you got some plans for the weekend, right? I mean, to make those. If not, maybe some plans could get you out to the stage, on stage, or just viewing the stage. We're talking Nutcracker, A Tale from the Bayou, and Matt Venezia was out there this morning.
Look at those
this is always so good.
We saw the show, or sneak peek of the show earlier this morning at the Raising Cane's River Center Theater. Every year, the Baton Rouge Ballet Theater works so hard to put this special Louisiana twist on the Nutcracker production. If you've never seen it before, it really is worth bringing your family out to. The children experience the magic of the Nutcracker, and sources say that there's actual snow that comes down on the audience in the show.
What a mess.
So it's
No, it's a good
something,
thing.
it is magical. It's very magical. You'll have to see it for yourself.
It's
Johnny
a
and I
high
went to go
quality,
see it.
yeah, it's
That's
a high
great,
quality production.
It looks like
Sets, costumes, the production element, the choreography, the music with the Baton Rouge Symphony. It's something you'd see in New York.
It's a labor of love, especially as the Baton Rouge Ballet Theater has changed hands over the last couple of years of leadership. We had the former co-directors of the show turning it over as they move on to a different phase of life, but the show itself has not lost any of that production value. It is remarkable.
As I say, the show goes on, and they're not sold out yet, to anybody's knowledge, right?
Not yet.
I don't think so. And again, it's just this weekend. So this really is, jump online now and buy the tickets. You know, today actually is the anniversary of the first performance of the OG Nutcracker back in like the 1890s. Wow. Today is that anniversary.
Is it that
This
old?
day in history.
1800s?
Yeah.
It's a tradition.
The ballet,
From Russia with
1892,
love.
yeah.
So get
Toyotathon has arrived at Team Toyota. Don't miss your opportunity to get our lowest prices of the year with our lowest payments of the year during our biggest sale of the year. Save thousands on every new Toyota right now during Toyotathon at Team Toyota, I-12 at O'Neill.